adorned with pearls and emeralds and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Devinter assassin on the loose and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps.
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
The game, of course. Celine has something up her sleeve.
Inquisitor Adar. The stories claimed you were barely capable of speech. You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, To what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
Perhaps you could tell me something then.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget. Milady Inquisitor, may I present Lady Couteau?
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna turn my TV up just a little bit because it's hard to hear over my AC. I don't know if it'll affect you guys, but
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thidas. She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
Oh, do your people have no customs surrounding great occasions? How sad.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts, while joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation. We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp. He's also fiendishly charming. Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better. Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briella are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians. The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care. Enjoy the masquerade.
how'd my approval get so high? Because I was at 59, and then I got 10 for arriving late. Aside from that,
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Valroya in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Floriane, and Celine. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
What can you tell me about Celine and Briala?
Brianna may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celine will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
I get the distinct impression that you don't enjoy politics, Duke Gaspard.
In Orlais, they call it the Great Game. They believe it is something you can play and win. But there are no winners. Like dogs playing wicked grace, it is a mockery of action. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
He is very, like, aggressive.
Duke Gaspard has made a fortune.
If the Inquisitor is here, it was found. Possession that Andraste wants him to be impaled.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Who was that Inquisition officer over there? You'll never get to talk to him.
I don't know where Varric ran off to. He got somewhere here. I'm checking all the corners because I want to get all the as many of the secrets as I can, or the
emissaries to Cal Shurug have yet to return.
I thought Orzammar refused any official recognition of Kelsh.
Let's see if there's anything else that pops up while I'm wandering around.
Was that really the Herald of Andraste?
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Any more eavesdrop
Consider that before
circles?
threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Or will they not pop up until later? Oh, what's this lady doing?
Inquisitor Adar, how delightful. I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, Maker forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the
I am
council.
not talking
Did
to
you
you
see that
until we get
panicked
home.
attaché roaming about?
I know if you bring Dorian, he hangs out in this
He and Celine aren't getting anywhere.
this area. I don't know where.
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Yeah, I don't know where Varric. I think he disappeared because of the maybe he's in the library. I don't know. I know Cole hangs out in the library.
This could be worth checking out.
Time to equip everyone in their armors and weapons. Once we get out of the loading screen. I also gotta level up Vivian because I never bring her around. There we go. That's actually a good ability to give her. Forgot to put inventory on weapons. I need to, I'll just go through the lineup. Bull. Wait, no, he had the, yeah, he had the dual wield one. Varric was Bianca. There's no helmets that he can wear.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for. I wish you could get that hollow statue. That's too high up. I don't know why I can't pick it up. That's weird. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. You know what? We're not gonna grab it. We should look around. This was no servant. What was he doing here? This man was a Council of Herald's emissary. Curious to find him here. Is that Gaspard's family crest on the hilt of that dagger? Time to have a word with the Duke. Venatori agents! The Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
My ear is hurting. because 2 of my mages have stuff electrical. I wonder if there's a way I can reset their skills.
Fancy meeting you here. Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
Ambassador, we meet again.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So,
thank you, Dream, for the
Council of
raid.
Heralds
Welcome
emissary
in,
the courtyard.
Raiders.
That's not your work, is it?
I'm Frostbite7. I'm a multi-game streamer, although I usually stream role-playing games. I'm currently in the middle of my Outcast Who Respected Dragon Age Inquisition run, which is my main world state, which I will be transferring over to Veilguard when it comes out in 2 months. So I'm trying to finish this game so that way I have like the storyline all finished by then. Because I want to have, I want to have like the main points in my brain and into the Dragon Age Keep, so that way when the new game comes out, I can easily transfer it over. So I've got to finish this game before October 31st, which is when Veilguard comes out. I'm excited for it. Let's see.
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much.
Excuse me, I
You
died a
have
little bit.
arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers, but killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
The Empress needs to know what's going on.
You can try to warn her. She won't believe anything from me. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
A moment of consideration. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
Every single major player has tried to bribe you tonight. In Orlais, that means you've officially arrived.
It's the game, my dear. Everyone plays it here.
Okay, so that's the way we came. Sort of. Boing.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
We're currently playing the Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts quest, which is basically politics and ballroom dancing and stuff like that. One thing I always like to do is I bring my romance partner with it. So Asala here, or Asala in this game, she is romancing Iron Bull. So we have our Canary with us. He's guy with the horns, if you don't know what Canary are. The game. I need to see something. Let's see.
There must be something here.
So, this guy right here is, Asala's romance partner. Big guy.
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late now.
Time to go back. Well, you can do this, the rest of that quest later. We gotta get to the ballroom first.
Where is that lazy elf? I sent him down to the cellar.
Interesting.
Okay.
Inquisitor Adar, we met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. The Tal Vashoth are hardly known for political maneuvering. Just what interest do you have in our little war?
I assure you the effects of this war reach far beyond the borders of the Orlesian Empire.
Perhaps it does. I should not be surprised to find the Empire is the center of everyone's world.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from foe. Is it not, Your Grace?
I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
You can tell that the game wasn't complete. Well, Canary were kind of late to the dance to the game, because she should be Asala should be like, I think, slightly taller, is what the game usually makes him out to be. But I would say, in my personal headcanon, Asala is actually kind of short for Canary. For a female Canary, I should say. She's taller than most people she meets, but she's smaller than most female Canary. Just because it's cute. Concern to some.
Am I the curiosity or the concern to you, Your Grace?
A little of both, actually. This evening is of great importance, Inquisitor. I wonder what role you will play in it. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
I only trust the Inquisition. It's every woman for herself here in the Imperial Court. Or so I've heard.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I have seen a few signs to that effect.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
It's a relief to do something other than fight demons and horrors.
You still face demons and horrors. These ones are simply better dressed.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess told me there's proof Gaspard is in league with Tevinter.
She offered up her own brother? She's more cutthroat than I realized.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat.
Then perhaps we should let her die.
I thought we were here to stop the assassination.
Listen to me carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana?
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais?
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler. Why would we say otherwise?
Because she led Orlais to this point. I say Gaspard, provided his sister is wrong about him.
I would suggest Briala. She could bring true peace, not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, Inquisitor, not ours.
I can't decide this. Not yet.
You must. Even inaction is a decision, Inquisitor.
You could speak to Celine in the ballroom, but she won't act. Not without proof.
If Gaspard is guilty, he'll admit nothing. If he's innocent, he knows nothing. We need the truth.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access, and in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Do, 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 do,
It's been
do.
too long since I've had any word from Valois.
Inquisitor?
I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way.
Does anyone have a report of a casualty from the deaths?
Inquisitor?
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andraste? It's been too long since I've had any word.
Where is that lazy elf? I sent him down to the cellar for more wine hours ago.
The coins are only if I lose approval. Well, I can still throw them in the thing, but if I lose approval, I can use them to help me get out of the gain approval back.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were before?
You're seeing things.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
It must be over here now, I think.
The reports from the Minrata Center.
There it is.
Good to know. Interesting.
Did you see that knife-edged servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I am starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain?
Well, that's useful.
Alright, got 20 out of 30. I just heard a creak.
Interesting.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I am starting to believe I was there.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Yes, and?
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
I will be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Nature calls. I've returned for a little bit. I just I'm heating up a sandwich right now that I got earlier today because I'm hungry. So I probably will have to be more careful when I'm eating it because it is kind of drippy. I got it. There's a place right next to my workplace, and sometimes what we do is we'll do like a food tray. We'll trade some food from our place with another restaurant nearby. And so we did a food trade today, and that's where I got my lunch / dinner. Well, not so much lunch, kind of like a dinner-ish, because it was like afternoon when I got it. I wanted to see if it was there was a thing down here. There might have been one earlier, but I missed it.
4 times with Cyril de Montfort.
I cannot believe you did not dance at all. You spent the entire evening drinking water and glowering like a ferret.
Alrighty, let's look back at the thing.
This was such a mistake.
Alright. Let's look at journal. It's not showing me side quest information. Let's go to Leliana and give her the stuff because I don't remember how much blackmail material I've collected.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were when
My third husband, Pierre, Mistress Nightingale.
So many crimes of fashion.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
This is good work.
22. I'm a little less than what it says I should have. That's okay. My sandwich is ready. I gotta go grab it.
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Fine by me.
Hmm. Inventory. I gotta equip everything back. Ah.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Stay back! Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody. Anybody?
What
Okay, and it looks like we are back. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. It seems that my stream just decided to completely stop. I think we're back for now. I'm still gonna do a quick save here. Let me know if it quits again.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace?
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Floriane?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
What were you trying to find in Floriane's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
It takes great courage to come to the royal wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Varric, move, please.
What happened here?
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I had a feeling you were mixed up in all this.
Such a pity. You could almost be our Legion, if you were just a little quicker. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian. There's still time to turn back.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor, you are so naive. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
Just his tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
Want a new job? One that pays better. The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.